flip this around. If you're joining the replay, go ahead and fast forward until you see something interesting. And I will get this all set up as I usually do. Ooh. Well, today I guess I'm going to throw some stuff around. That's okay. Hello, Pam. I'm just getting set up. Unfortunately, I am roasting like really bad, so I do apologize if the fan and AC are a bit loud today. I just can't function. I'm like melting, and it's not even really that hot. Thank you, nature. That's all I get. Thank you, nature. Alright, let's plug this in so we don't lose power. And we have Marguerite and Sandy and Daisyville and Jean. Hello, hello, hello. And Gloria and Pam. Oh my goodness, did I say Pam? I know she was like the first one here. And Sandy, I don't know. My mind. And Kim, hello, hello. So today is a Tuesday, and this would be a Fairy Hugs Tuesday. Next week, I do a recording for Fairy Hugs, and I'm on their design team, so that video will be on the Fairy Hugs channel. And then on Thursday or Friday, I'll also post it to my channel. And, ooh, Biddy Penny and Diane of Oz. Hello, hello. So today, let me backtrack. The videos I make for Fairy Stamper with their Fairy Hugs stamps, those videos I only use their Hugs brand stamps. So on my Tuesday lives, every other one, I am using their Hugs with stuff that's already in my stash. And I just got this recently from Local King Rubber Stamps, and I haven't used it yet. Look, it's still got fuzzies on it. She makes these in-house. She designs everything and she makes them herself. And she's got beautiful tutorials on her stuff. So I thought we would do some stuff that's in flight. And look, I have this leaping reindeer. So I thought we could do some purple and blue sky with our leaping reindeer. Maybe make a little branch. Stamp this a couple of times and then do a little branch with the birdies or the flying owl. So yeah. It's not a big mix, but I think it will be super fun. Gloria is saying hello to everyone. Susie, hello, hello. Dee Dee, thank you for popping in today. KR. Interesting to see how we use the background. Yes. Yeah, sometimes those comments, they get to flying. Hello, T from Not Afraid of Color. She had a live today, so if you hop on over to Not Afraid of Color later, if you missed her live like I did, we can go watch the replay. Okay, so first things first, because I went shopping today, then I watched Debbie J's live, and then we had dinner, so I am not prepared. This is typical. I mean, very, very typical of me to show up and not even know what to do. And funny story, true story, I was moving stuff around trying to figure out what to do when I uncovered this, because I haven't put it away yet. And that's when the reindeer popped into my mind, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put a reindeer on that cloud and it's gonna be beautiful. First thing we do, because I've run out all of my pre-cut, okay, when you're making your card bases, go ahead and cut some card panels, okay, and on your small trimmer, okay, you can cut a paper that's bigger than the trimmer as long as one side will fit through. So we're going to cut our paper in half and then cut each half in half, but I'm going to cut a couple of these just in case we have a boo-boo or we get extra stampy and we want to make extras. So I've cut each piece in half. Now I'm going to cut them all in half again. But I don't know if you noticed, I'll cut all the paper to one size, then cut the pieces again. So I'm not cutting the same paper, turning it. It saves a little bit of time just to cut all the paper in half and then cut all your half pieces in half. And that is 4 1/4. Oops, a little bit more on my line there. There we go. So now we've got 8 beautiful little panels. Boop, boop, boop. Check that out. We are ready to play. Ba, 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 ba. I have been making a lot of 5x7 cards, using up a lot of the 12x12 papers. Yeah. Good job. Watching from a TV Fire Stick. Hello, Judy. Thanks for coming in. Jean's like, oh my goodness. Hello again to all of my peeps. We have a very fun crowd. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to dust that bad boy off. I am going to just plop it down right there, okay? Just so I can clean it. We'll find some water. I need some water. Now, don't be sad if you get a stamp from Local King or anywhere else that's a small business, you know, and it's not in pristine condition. These are types of companies that make everything from scratch, and sometimes getting those little dusties off, they would have to charge us for that, okay? Let's just say that. They would have to charge us to dust all of these stamps off. So we just take a few minutes, get that dust off for ourselves. Now we're gonna grab our Misty, okay? But we're gonna pay attention that this is red rubber. It's thick. It is way thicker than our normal clear stamps. So what we're going to do is we're going to take everything out of here, okay? And this is a nice glass, ooh, nice and dusty. Some embossing powder in there. Yuck. Some dust. Get out of there, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to set this right in the corner. We're going to pick it up with our lid. Aha! Then we're going to drop our paper right in the corner. But we need it hollow, because if we don't, okay, I'll show you. Come here, little Matty Poo. When we put our mat in, the door's not going to close. And when you don't have a closed door, this part of the stamp will stamp first and could possibly shift everything. So it's not going down evenly, okay? It's going down kind of wonky, and we want it to go down nice and all at once. See that, how that nicely closes up? So we're going to pop that right into the corner. Those little dusties off. Now, you could just ink this up and, ooh, come here. I want to make sure you guys can see this, okay? If you watch her channel, she uses her magic mushrooms a lot. Don't be intimidated. Don't think you have to get those or anything, because she does other techniques too. I'm just going to pull out some blues. Just whatever you're feeling. Whatever you're feeling. I'm going to pull out some purples, because blues and purples together really make it cold. For whatever reason, that purple-blue combo makes things cold. And that's kind of what we're after. Okay. Now, there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can take your little inker pads, okay, and we can just tap on some color. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. And then tap on the one color. That might be too dark. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, I'm just gonna wipe it a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm gonna go in with another color. Just rando, guys, just uber rando. Okay, and we're gonna put that color in. Okay, got some fun texturing stuff showing up. Now I'm gonna go in with some purple and get some purple on these edges, just like so. Little tappity taps. Okay, and this is supposed to be kind of a fun process, you know, just to get some ink out there. Okay, and you can see the ink marks on there. You know, don't be sad. Let it do its thing. Let it do its thing. I'm gonna grab this other purple. I feel like I'm missing this corner, and I didn't even clean up after that one. That's all right. We're gonna pop that down. Look at that. It's coming together. Now we're gonna go back to the beginning, which was this one, and I'm just gonna rub it on. No tapping or anything. I'm just rub it all on, because this is smaller. This cube is smaller than the stamp by a lot. We'll throw that little hair out. These fabric ones are notorious for shedding. Okay, now here's the deal. If this fabric comes out and it sits there and you close that lid, it is wicking that color off of your pad. So you want to get rid of those if you see them. Okay, otherwise it'll do like this. I had a little piece come out and it was saturating that little paper, my little stickum. Okay, so now you can see we have a lot of texture going on in there, and I'm okay with that. Now this is for somebody that doesn't have a lot. Maybe they just have a couple of colors. Ugh, look at that. And it's okay. There's a little goo on there. But look at that. The blues and the purples. And I kind of don't like the bright white. That's alright. We'll fix that. But I'm going to set that aside so that we can see the difference between rubbing the ink pad in blotchy motions. Okay, we're going to put our next piece of paper in there. We're going to grab one of the purples and I'm going to just rub it on. Now I'm going to get my brush. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of smooth out some of those harsh lines. Okay, so I really softened it up now. Okay, so we soften it up and we go ahead and stamp her down. And then do you see the difference? Very harsh, direct, nothing wrong with that, to a way softer, more smooth finish there. Okay, I'm just having a catastrophe. Come here, guys. Okay, so I'm just going to wipe this purple, because now I'm going to take one of the blues and I'm going to get that on there. Now I'm going to get my blue brush. Okay. Stick your fingers in it. And then we're just going to rub that around. Okay. Get that all nice and inky. Do it nice and soft. Get all of that blended in there. And I've got some brush strokes going on, so I'm just going to change it up. Do I want them? I don't know. I'm just going to try and pounce those out of there. Very light hand. If you're getting a lot of strokes, just lessen the pressure. I mean, just very, very light. Let's get that one too. See if we can see that. See that little swirly, which is fine. You can have that. But if I just take my brush and lightly go right over it, I can work those marks right out. So now we've got some blue on there. Oh, look at that one. That one's almost like a starry, starry night. Look at that. Okay. Very harsh and dramatic versus this very soft and ginger. And I don't know what paper this is. It's actually kind of thin. It's almost like my 65 pound, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm on a mission to play. This is just something that's just really fun. Okay, so we have stamped, and the last color we used was that blue. Okay, so here's the next thing. We need to clean, right? There's still a lot of ink on there, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take our little misting bottle. Okay, we want to mist. We don't want to saturate it and soak it. Unless, of course, you're using watercolor and that's what you're going for, then by all means, saturate it. But this is just thin. Yeah, I don't know what kind of paper that is. I just pulled it out of the drawer. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up quite a ways, okay? I'm up there, okay? I'm just going to mist some driblets. Fine mist on there, okay? Then we're just going to close it up and see what it does. And I'm not going to be sad if it doesn't come out beautiful. Okay, if you need your pressure, go ahead and grab your pressure tool. Let that slide on over there. Get it nice and inky. Oh, look at that one. So you can see where the water drops were on there. Ooh, so pretty. It definitely needs some purple, but I'm gonna wait because I feel like there's more ink there. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna put this right in the corner. I'm gonna mist that up. I'm gonna close that again. Use our tool if we want. Okay, and then we're, oh, this one is very distressed, but look at that. Very faint. Oh, I like that. This is almost water-like, more, or I don't know, organic, but woo, look at all the different things you can do with just one stamp. And you can do this with any stamp. If you've got some full colored flowers and you've stamped them, before you wipe them off, give them a mist and see what they'll do for you on a piece of paper. Oh, I really like these. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this one here, and then now is the time. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up. Okay, because now all that color is down in here. I'm not gonna be able to really get that out. Okay, so we're gonna clean that up, and now we're going to grab some, got that wet too, grab some of that purple, maybe this purple, and we're just gonna add that in there grab my purple brush and just kind of add that. And then I'm going to mist it because I want the kind of same features going on. So I'm going to mist that. Okay. Make sure that's in the corner. Make sure I didn't flip that. Yay! And we're going to close that up. Hi, Maureen and Marguerite. Yes, what is their other one? This is the other background I just purchased too. It's the moon. This is like a one and done thing. You just stamp that and just make that a card. Like I'm thinking about you or whatever. This one doesn't need a whole lot. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. Okay. Oh, look at that. Okay. So we smoothed that purple on and then we watered it a little bit. Ugh, so gorgeous. Okay. Again, I like it, but I don't like how stark white it is. That really bothers me. Even though you see those fluffy clouds out there that are nice and bright white, that's kind of not what I'm going for. I want those to settle in a little bit more, and we'll fix that. Let me get one good stamping though. So say like you don't want to mess around, you just want to stamp and go, okay? So we're going to take our ink pad and we're going to rub it on, okay? Tap, rub, tap, rub, whatever you need to do to get those marks out of your paper. And that just looks like it's not going to do a whole lot. So I'm just going to take my little duster here. It's kind of, oops, don't go that way. I mean, big sword. There we go. Okay. Put that down. Ooh, so pretty. And now I'm going to double stamp it. I'm going to mist it. But see that first stamping? And being in the positioner, we can easily stamp that again. And this is just one color, okay? I did the first time, then I just misted the leftovers. Ooh, look at that. Doesn't that just look organic? That one looks more cloudy right there. Ugh, that one's really pretty. Okay, and one more. Just rub that on. Stamp. Rub it on again. Stamp. And be honest, these are not 100% good inks for getting perfect stampings, okay, because of the way they sit on the pad and stuff. Your spongy pads like Versa Fine Clair, Catherine Pooler, Oxides, those go on a lot smoother, okay, but this doesn't make me sad at all. Ugh. And that's just one color just piled on. Woo, so pretty. Let's go ahead and clean this one. Get you in the corner. Now I really got that one wet. It's just to see what it's gonna do. Looks like the clouds we had earlier, Gloria said. Yeah. Ugh. And because I had more water, it blew out these lines a little bit more. Okay. I kind of went to town there, guys. Look at that. That's how easy that stamp is. And you've got backgrounds for days. You can just change up the color, add some pink, add some whatever you like. And just know that your felt pads, okay, Simon and these, they're the felt pads. They're not going to give you a really smooth stamping. You're going to have the texture. You're going to have marks in your stamping, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that at all, okay? Oh, that one looks like snow. But if you want a smooth stamping, you're gonna have to invest in brands that have the spongy pad. And I would show you a nice spongy pad if I knew what I did with. That is not it. Not it. I changed where I put everything. Okay, VersaFine Clear. This is a type of no, this one is felt. No, this one is felt, but it's different and it goes on easier. I don't even have one, do I? I don't have a spongy ink to show you guys. I am sorry. But Catherine Pooler, you guys can help out. Who's got the nice spongies for perfect stamping like that? Sherry D is asking Debbie J if she has Messenger. She wants to chat about something. But yeah. Spongy versus felt. Oh wait, Versamark. Yeah, Versamark is a sponge. Okay. These will give you more all over inking for stamping. They're really good for stamping up. Stamping. Stamps of Life. Stampin' Up. Catherine Pooler. Those are brands that are good for big, bold stampings. Okay. So we are all done with this goodie. So I'm just going to stick it to this for now. Because, like I said, I got to make it a home. And then I got to put my innards back in. Okay. Get my innards back in here. Find my magnets. Got one MIA magnet. Okay. So let's play with this one. No. This one. Okay. Choices. Now, I didn't particularly like all of this whiteness. Okay. So I've got my ink brush, and remember I was dipping and wiping, so I'm not dipping into anything. I'm just gonna go in and very loosely, okay, no pressure, just let whatever ink is on there come off onto the paper. Okay, just come off, because I don't really want the white. Okay, super light. Ugh, look at that. And you're thinking, oh man, that's pretty small, it didn't fit. When I go to trim this down, it's gonna leave a nice border on my card base, and I'll be able to have a card base. But see the the color change there? It's very subtle. It's just enough to make me happy and not have a stark white background. Oh, I just love that. So easy. And I did 7 of them that quick. All right. So let's take our jumping reindeer. Oh yeah. Jumping reindeer. It's gonna go bounding right through the clouds, bringing a message of joy and peace. Okay, we're going to plop this guy right in there. We're going to make sure this stays put, because I may need to stamp it a couple of times. I want that right there, right there, right there. Okay. Peel that off, that's all right. Okay, now this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit it with my Versamark. Okay. Then I'm gonna hit it with my VersaFine Clair in Nocturne. Then I'm going to clean up my mess, because I do not want any accidents, because you know me and black just don't get along. We have nice, beautiful coverage, no bubbles or weird spots. Make sure that is in the corner in case I have to double stamp. Put that right there. Stamp away. Okay, ooh, almost perfect. There's a little bit of miscolored right there and in the horns. That's why we have our stamp platform, okay? So we can just ink that up again. And this time when I go to apply the pressure, I'm gonna focus here and here, because everything else looks really good. So we're going to close that up, focus there, focus there. Okay. Ooh, looky. All right. Now wipe that up. Okay. Are you guys ready for this? Where's my coffee filter? I have lost you. That's right, we'll just use paper. We're gonna use this, wow, clear super fine. Because it is super fine. And I'm gonna get it all over the card because it just dawned on me, I didn't powder it. I didn't check to see. So I'm just going to let it stick wherever it wants to. Because it can. Okay. Get that on there. Now we're going to funnel this right back in here so we don't make a mess. Beautiful. Close that up. Heat tool. Turn on my heat tool. Go back and read some comments. Oh, I missed a Bitty Penny live. Oh no. Okay. Woohoo! I think I missed his hooves a little bit. Hold on a sec. Okay. Look how shiny that is. Oh my goodness. Ugh. And then without touching where you just heated it up, give it a little wiggle to help it go flat a little bit. I keep turning it because, you know, the light hits it and I'm seeing like this little spot there that might not have gotten heat embossed. So I'm going to hit that little spot right there again. Yep, as soon as I heated it up, it did its shiny. So this super fine, if it looks dull, you just got to heat it just a wee bit longer, and on a thin card it goes really fast. If you're using thicker watercolor, you're going to want to do the front, the back, the front, the back, and just know it takes a little bit longer on your thicker cardstock. But look at that. Oh, how beautiful is that? So simple, right? Just some clouds and a deer. Who'd have thought? Oh, I love it. Okay. Let's pop that one out because peel. That one's really stuck in there. Okay, so we're gonna pop this one in here. I really like these birds. I'm gonna stamp this little guy. Which one are you? This little guy. I'm gonna give him, we're gonna make him a tree, and then we'll make it look like he's watching that eagle come in. Eagle, owl. Make it look like it's watching the owl come in. Okay, so we need one of these. Ooh, yeah, I think this one right here. And again, I am not adding any blue to this. I'm just gonna let whatever's on there come off. This time I'm pushing a little bit harder because, you know, we used it the last time. And so there's not much ink left. Just kind of helps blend it all together. Oh, look at that. That just popped out so beautifully. So we're gonna set this in the corner, and we're gonna have this guy like he's coming in, and then this guy is gonna look like he's there, and then we'll just make a teeny little branch for him. So let's get that guy out of the way. Get that right there. And then we're gonna use our VersaFine Clear because we're not gonna emboss these ones. We're just gonna stamp them. Get them nice and inky. Nice and inky. If you have a tree stamp, you could put a little branch of it popping out of there. Okay. I don't have a tree stamp aside from Aya's tree, and it's very... There we go. Oh, perfect in one stamp, you guys. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Let's wipe these little guys off. Pam says, I almost said the flying owl would look great across the moon, but the moon was in Tease Live. That's alright. I have one too. Ugh. Okay, so now to do a branch, you guys. Branches are really easy, okay? Let's zoom in. Yes, let's do. Is that as far as we're going down? Okay, looks good. we're gonna go right here. Let's see if I can see what's going on. Okay. So I'm using my Sharpie pen. It's a medium point, which is similar to, I think, yeah, if you have the micron set, you know, a bigger tip, the 8 point, whatever you want to use. I mean, there's all sorts of varieties out there. Now, this little bird, okay, we have the back of his little tootsie, and then we have the tips of his toes. Now, if you think about it, the branch would go between, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to connect the back of his feet. Okay, just like so. That's where the back of the branch is. And now I can just take the back of that and wiggle and squiggle somewhere else. And then I'm going to extend it this way, wiggle and squiggle, just like so. Now the front of the branch isn't going to be, well, I want mine skinny, like he's like wrapping his little claws around the branch. You could have a huge branch and come way out here, but I'm going to put mine right at the bottom of his little toe, and then I'm going to do a little connector, and then I'm going to get super skinny and just trace over the end there, okay? And because he's all black, I'm just going to take a line right on through and wiggly squiggly, okay? Nothing fancy. Take wiggles and squiggles, wiggles and squiggles, just like so. And come in there, fill in the back. There we go. And so we have some not filled in areas, just like the bird, okay? And then that is our tree. And maybe we want our tree to come down here, depending on how we chop it off. I mean, maybe we want it to go up. There's a little bulge right there. Okay. And then right off this bulge, I'm just going to kind of loop in wiggles and squiggles and then trace it back down and open it up a little bit. Just add some wiggles and squiggles. And this is where it gets fun, because now you can take each branch and just make a wiggle and a squiggle. Okay, because branches are not perfect. Okay. And he's just like, I don't know what that bird's gonna do. Maybe that's his friend. Maybe he's waiting for some wise news from the owl. There we go, and that's it. Wiggles and squiggles. So, and just kind of play with your, and think about the placement. You know, we've seen things wrapped around poles and whatnot, and you just kind of line things up. But I'm loving that. That just looks so cool. And then we'll just trim and put that on a card. Yep, that's right. Wiggles and squiggles. And that's another thing too. So as I get to the end of my line, you can start pushing hard. A normal pencil weight, you know, you're drawing on the line, and as you end it, you lighten your hand, and it will just thin out those lines. So you get different widths. Okay? Oh, I'm loving it. All right. And then while I was just thinking about that, this guy, I was thinking, wouldn't it... Okay, I've got this wolf, and we have fairy hugs. Fairy hugs, I need your folder. What did I do with it? Oh, I was going to say, it's a big flipping folder where to go. So, Fairy Hugs has this rock formation. And I did a video for them where I used the rock upside down. So, what if we put just a little bit of rock, a little bit of that, and somebody said moon, you know, they do have a 2-pack moon set, which, if I'm not mistaken, yep, this is how it comes. You're going to get 2 moons if you decide to purchase. This one is going into my giveaway. But we can kind of decide. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to have this wolf crying at the moon. Just like so. And I'll show you how we're going to line up those little tootsies. So it doesn't look like he's floating in the air. Oh, so fabulous. And this is all from the same background. All these wonderful ideas. We've got clouds. We've got flying animals. It's just really great. I'm going to see if this darker background, you want it on the darker one? You guys think that one would be better? Is that what I'm hearing? We can do that. I just need to push this up so I can get that stamp. Actually, no, let's flip it around. Make it work for us. Okay, so I'm going to have this little rock come right there, and then that's going to be there. Okay, so we're going to have to do this in stages because I got to move my paper around. Okay, so we're going to have our little rock right here. And we're just going to grab him up. Okay, I'm going to grab that VersaFine Clear, and we don't need a ton of it inked up, just that part. Okay, close that up. There we go. Maureen says it looks like Twilight. Absolutely. Oh, I forgot to go over it with some blue though. Let's add some blue in there. Super sticky. See? Isn't that just a lovely, so lovely. Clean that up. Grab a little bit of alcohol. The moon stamp is also from Fairy Hugs. It's the Fairy Hugs brand, and you can get that at the Fairy Stamper store if you like. But there are a lot of moons out there, lots of companies with moons. I even made a moon stencil last night. I'm really pumped at how it turned out, and I just got to make a few adjustments, and I have my own glorious moon stencil. Okay. Give you guys a little sneak peek of the moon. There's my stenciled moon. It's got a circle and then 3 inner parts. I just got to test it out and make sure I really, really like it. Okay, get that all nice and clean. So this one's all done. But I need to add some blue to this, and I'm thinking that is not blue. Thank you. So we have this let's ink this up kind of dark, because we're going to have our moon over here. Right, so that moon's gonna be here. Just gonna darken that in. And some more right there. Oops. Just get that a little bit darker. Nice and dark. Yeah, I like that. Picking up our color before we dry our table. Okay. Okay. Grab our mat again. Get that in the corner. We're gonna stamp that gem right there. Okay. There we go. Ink that up. Our lovely moon. Get that stamped right in there. And then I'm going to let that ink dry. And then we'll go in with some white colored pencil and some gray colored pencil just to go over some of that blue. Okay, and I'm not worried about these dark spots because that'll just add interest to our moon when we go to color it. If I had planned ahead a little bit more, we could have put a circle where we wanted our moon of, you know, magic. Brain just ran out the door, guys. Masking magic, or a piece of, you know, they have stick it note that is sticky all over. You can just cut yourself a little circle, put it over, and then do that the cloud stamping, and then you would have these pristine areas. Okay, so here we have our little wolf, and we're not 100% sure how it's gonna look. Now, if we stamp him up, okay, those little tootsies are going to be hanging in the air, okay, and if we scoot his back foot down, this foot and this foot are going to hang off the edge. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and figure out the best alignment for him, and then we're going to do some trickery cleaning. So that see, I want this, the two far feet I want touching the line. The other ones I'm not worried about. I'll clean them up if I need to. Okay, so that actually looks pretty darn good. Aside from his tail, it's kind of hanging off there. Let's just move him a little bit in. Because he's like right on the edge. We're going to put him right on the edge. Don't stick to me. Okay, I do need to flip this around, I think, because it's not doing what it needs to do. Okay, this is much better. Now I can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to make sure this paw and that paw are right on the line. Okay, we're going to see if that's going to be good for us. Now, I've got my card and I've got this piece of acetate right there. Okay, the acetate moved, no biggie. My card moved, no biggie. Just make sure everybody's back in the corner. Please stay in the corner. I need to find my sticky grid. I've moved it. Now I'm just inking up his tootsies. Okay, just inking up his tootsies. Make sure that's there, make sure that's there. I've got this little cord hanging in my way. Okay. Just inking up his tootsies. Something moved. Something moved quite a bit. What did I do? I think maybe my card wasn't all the way in the center. Let me do this. You stay put. We'll put you down. Okay. Okay. So we're going to clean that. We're going to clean his feet. Because honestly, I have no idea what I did. Okay. So we're going to stick this right in the corner. I lost my other magnet. Get that, the back feet right on my line. A little bit up, a little bit down. Beautiful. Oh, I don't want his toes or tail off. Nope, it is going to be off. That's alright. Okay. Try this again. Make sure everybody stayed in place. That stayed, that stayed. Okay. Again, we're just going to ink those little toes. Oops, sorry. I got quiet there because I was reading the comments and I wanted to make sure I was reading them right. And I'm really happy that toe is right on there and that toe is right on there. So I don't need to move my card. I don't need to move my wolf. I just need to ink him up now. Okay, now this is where things get, we need to do a little bit of cleaning. We're going to put this right back to where it was, okay? And I just need to take a hair off of that toe and a little bit more off of this foot so it looks like it's on the other side of the mountain or these rocks. So I'm just going to go just clean a little bit off of that foot and a little bit off of this foot, just like so. I'm going to go ahead and close that, and if I miss a little bit I can just fill it in with a pin. Yeah, Jean, I think you're right. One of those big magnets. This little bar one is just, it's not enough sometimes. Okay, and then we need to ink him up again. Now when we ink him up again, we got to be careful and remind ourselves to clean that toe. Okay. now I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to take just a hair off that back one and a little bit more off of that one. Clean that mess. And then we can stamp and focus right there where it missed the first stamp. And I probably just double stamped that. Nope. Yep, I did. Because this moved a little bit. But that's okay. Doesn't make me too sad. But that looks good. That looks good. Okay. What's confusing T? Somebody's confusing Miss T. What's going on? Moon spells moon. Professor Lupin. I got a big bar magnet for the Tim Holtz platform, but it's too thick. The door doesn't close properly. Oh, that's sad. That's never fun. Okay. So what we did... yeah. Kind of does look a little crossed, but I'm gonna fill this paw in and finish filling that in. It does look kind of weird, but if I'd have stamped it fully on this, then it would have been like he was falling off the rock. That's what happened with my other one. I wonder if I had stamped it down further. Maybe it'll make it look like he's got big toes. Maybe if we blacken in quite a bit of this. Blacken in this part. See if that'll help straighten that out. Just follow these little lines that they have in there is what I'm doing right now. There we go. Now we kind of lose that a little bit. But now I feel like that needs to all be black. Which we can do with this guy and this guy. Just get this dark right there. Still see some of the lines from there. It's just paper. If we don't like it, we can fix it. There we go. I think next time when I go to do this, maybe we'll add extra lines to the rock and get the back settled. Because cutting it off, it made it look funny. But having them hang over looks funny too, because I did that with my bunnies. The one foot was hanging over and it looked weird, like he was ready to fall off the thing. But I think that looks a little bit better. think that's what I'll do next time, is stamp him with his front feet on the rock and then give him a little bit of extra rock back there. Get that cleaned up. So now we got our moon, we got our little wolf on there, and we have our moon that's not looking so moon-like. So we're gonna grab our Prisma solid silhouette. Absolutely, we'll just fill that in so he's not see-through. Hide my double stamping. Although if we highlight his nose, just gonna take those out. We'll highlight his nose. And take my white. Haven't even sharpened these yet. Some of these. Okay. I'm just gonna put a light bout of color in. Soften all of that up. There we go. It's actually pulling some of that ink. Interesting. Try not to get into it there. Some white in there. Do a little bit of gray over the blue. Darken that up just a little bit more. Get a little bit of black. Just willy-nilly get some black in there just to help that gray settle in a little bit darker. Go into swirly motions to blend out that bit. Pushing quite firmly. This is what they call burnishing, getting that color to mingle with each other. Little swirlies there. There we go. Lighten it up some. And we have a moon that doesn't look like a total afterthought. Thank you, Daisy. All right. Okay, so now we're going to grab that. Aha. There we are. So the moon is shining down, which it should catch the top of his nose. So right where I double stamped, I'm gonna just draw the line right between the double stamp. Get that, maybe the tip of this ear, down his nose, a little bit down here, because this part is facing. So we're just gonna change their highlights a little bit. Add that in there, and my pen is not working, so I'm just kind of making scratchy motions, trying to get it to show up. And we want that toe. This leg is out further, you know, because that's the front leg. Maybe a little bit. Oh, come on. It's time for a new one. It's sad that I've used it so much. It won't live forever. It's just rude. So we're just gonna make little choppy, little white specks, see if they just show up the way I need them to, and a little bit off the back side. Just a little bit. There we go. Oh, look at him. Doesn't he look beautiful? Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but mine is well used, and I did a review of a book. I did white sketches with this pen and this one, so they actually did a lot of work together. But yeah, I'm loving that. I'm thinking maybe add some white around here, just some scratchy white, just kind of arch it. Since the pen is scratchy, it's going to make it really easy. And soften that out. Get that little halo going. There we go. I like that. Yeah. Oh, mixing stamps. Although we didn't do a ton of mixing here, we have a background stamp from Local King, and then we have Fairy Hugs Moon, Wolf, and Rock formation. And then this one is the Local King background. Their Fairy Hugs bird set and Flying Owl, and then our own little twig. Super cute. And then this one, the Local King background with our flying reindeer. Oh, I love it. I'll put those away momentarily. So let's get choppity chop. Never tried of heating the gel pen to see if that works. Yeah, I don't know if that works either. My 10 always works. My 5 never does. These ones I have are the 8s. And I don't know if that book is close by. Look, the book is close by. I did a ton of white work. That would have sucked up a pen, but that pen, it kept going, and yeah, I was really impressed at how much white ink came out of those pens. And that's just from those 2 pens. Most of it from one pen. Look at that spruce. Isn't it beautiful? But yeah, the Jelly Rolls are a good pen. Sometimes you get a bad seed. Because the tips, they're little balls and they just kind of float in there. And so if they get stuck, they're really a pain. And certain papers, they don't like to catch on. So if you kind of give them little jerky motions, little sketchies, they'll pick up. But you might just get a bad pen. That happens, you guys. All right. So let us do some trimmy trims. I'm going to trim this smallest side first, just because it looks super straight compared to everybody else. Hot dog. So with this side is nice and straight, I'm going to go ahead and line this up. Cut there. Now I'm going to flip it. No, I'm not. I cut that side. I can go this way. I don't need to do that. So it's going to be a little bit less than our 5 1/4 by 4, and that's all right. It just means we'll get a little bit extra border. Oh, no, it is a good size 4. Let's see what... Yeah, see, I like that. That's on black, or these card. I need to make new card bases, guys. I'm running out. I don't even have them going the right way. Ooh, I'm thinking the black is a better fit for that. But I need to make some card bases because these are opening the wrong way. But yeah, I do think it needs a black trim on that. And then we're gonna give it a vignette. So we'll do that with that one, and we'll get this one all trimmed up. We're gonna do the same thing. Start with the skinny side. Rotate around. And keep, when you go to rotate, put your freshly cut side up at the guide. Okay, now for this one, I took off too much of my tree. So I'm just gonna come right in here and come down. Oops, I didn't want to do that, but I'm just gonna add a little bit more tree right there. There we go. So that one's ready. And then we're going to trim this guy. A little bit more. There we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I think this one needs... that one's going to be a tough one. But I think it looks pretty on the black. I think all of these are going to need black backgrounds. I mean, just look at that. Ooh, how pretty. Yeah, but I think we're going to put these all on black backgrounds, which I will do that after the live and then post them in the Facebook group and on Instagrammy, probably Twitter too. But before we go, we're just gonna grab some ink. No, I was gonna say, I know I didn't put it away. And then we're just gonna ink up the edges. I'm gonna do this one in a black. Okay, just kiss that edge. Okay, I don't want to fill it in with black. I just want to kiss the edge with it. So I'm making tiny swirly motions. Okay, just tiny. So it just catches the edge of the paper. Okay. So we have this edge, come on, please focus, that edge versus that edge. Okay. Just a little bit of a kiss. And then of course we don't have to do over the rock. Edge nice and dark. So we've now framed this off, and it basically cleans up that nice pristine cut. Now this one I'm thinking we'll do in the darker blue, and I'm going to take quite a bit and then I'm going to mix it in with that black. Just mix it in just to use it up, and then again I'm just going to lightly touch the edges. Okay, just lightly touch, and if there's not enough we can just grab more. distressing, inking, whatever you want to call it, your edges really kind of frames everything and makes it look more finished. Okay. Oh, so gorgeous. I love that. And yeah, you're right. It did make that moon pop out just a little bit more. Fabulous. And you, like I said, you could get a more pristine white if we'd have planned this out a little bit better and I'd have masked off the circle and then stamped this cloud over the top of the mask. We could have pulled it off and had a beautiful thing back there. Okay, now this one, I want this to stay on the cool side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the purple. Okay, just bring in this purple and we're going to ink it in the purple. Now this one you can really see the edge work. Oh, just look at that. And yep, we're going to come right down, not too deep, just a kiss on that tree right there. Just barely let those bristles touch. It looks like I'm over quite a bit, okay? I kind of try to stop it. But if you see, it looks like I'm over the paper a ton, but that's only because they taper in. So this section is not even touching my paper. See, if I just went there, I'm not inking anything. So that's why it looks like a really big circle, but we're just getting this little portion. That's all that's touching is right there. Because we're not pushing down. We're just lightly kissing the paper. Okay, and I'm not pushing hard with my hand. Very gentle. And there we have our beautiful purple edging. She's kissing everything. Yes. And not French kissing either. Just like a peck on the cheek, guys. Just a peck. Alright, so there they are. And then I will finish these lovelies up after. Because I got to cut some card bases. Yeah. Try white card bases now. Yep. Just let me wipe my fingers. I got to find my rag. Okay. So, that's what it looks like on the white with our fresh edges. Okay. Check it on the black. And see, it even pops right off that black. Look at that. Oh, aren't those pretty? Okay, so that's that one. So this is what it looks like on that black. That moon just really pops right out now. All that white highlights. Okay, now we've got our nice inky edges. And see, it just settles right onto that white. Even though we had it on there before and we're like, eh. But now you could literally go both ways because it just settles so nicely. Oh, this one might be nicer on the white though. Just that little bit of change, you guys. Oh, yeah, I think this one's going to go on a white one. I think I like that a lot more. Okay, and then we have our beautiful flying reindeer. Look at that. This one might need a metallic card. That might be pretty on metallic. I'll have to see how it does before I finalize. I'm thinking it might just need a metallic base. Because this gloss needs something a little bit more, you know what I mean? Just one second. I think I know where my metallic paper is. Come here, please. Yikes. Grab out our metallic-y. So this is a silver. I don't know about that. Where's that paper pack? There you are. Oh, look it. I think that's what it needs. It's just a little bit of bling. Look at that. Ooh, yeah. That's what it needs. It just needed an extra pop of something. So we've got this versus... Oh. Come here, you. Okay. It's really kind of flat. And then, bam, it really pops off of that one. Yep, this one you'll check back on our Facebook group and Instagram, and I'll have this beautiful jumping reindeer on this glitter stock, which I got at, where did I get? I think I got this at the Dollar General. Just kind of look around. I need the black. I don't need you guys. Thank you. Have a good day. Vamos. Not even gonna look at those because I'm voting on the glitter. Now, if you don't have glitter paper and you have that brand new Tim Holtz black glitter, which is stunning, okay, you could take your card base and put double-sided tape around your edges, okay? Put your glitter on, then glue this right over the top, and you could do your own glitter border, okay? So I would just grab a double-sided tape that was a little bit wider, okay? And then pounce some glitter right on there, and then back that. But don't send it to Pam, because she would be upset. Oh, I probably did. Thank you. You're absolutely right. I'd have been going, okay, I had one. Where did it go? So yes. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. This is exactly where it went. Okay, now, remember I started this at the beginning, cleaning up. Time to clean up again, guys. Tap and twist. Tap and twist. Ooh, that one's interesting. All right. This one's a cheap one, and it flakes a little bit. When I go to cut it, it's gonna leave glitters everywhere. Okay. I fetched it. It's not in there anymore. See, there's the little glitter all over it. Alright. A little glitter on that too. Oh, that almost looks like a dog. Its little tail, its little tootsies. Alright, alright. Well, I thank you all so much for joining me. These are just looking They're so wonderful. That's going to go on there. That's going to go on that. And that's going to go on some glitter. Woohoo! Time. It's time. Back to much sitting up. Need to lie down. Yep. Night, everyone. T says, I'm reading, sorry, but yes, I am saying goodbye to. I thank you all for showing up, though. You guys are so fabulous. Was there any questions that I missed? Did anybody have a question before I log off? Time for her to show something. Oh, Jean, I almost forgot, you guys. So for all of you that were here yesterday at my 3 p.m. Show, I did a giveaway, and it was really funny because Jean won. And there was some commenting back and forth about number picking for the Mega Millions and whatnot, because theirs is way up high. And hold on one second, because I got to get my messenger open. For all of you that were in the wheel giveaway when Jean won, okay, Pam had suggested that she buy a lotto ticket. And earlier today, Jean texted me. You guys, I just thought this was so nice. I gotta scroll up because we did a lot of chatty chat. You don't need to see all my chatty chats. Oh, heaven forbid, just open the picture. What is going on? Okay. Can we scroll down? Or are you just going to be utterly insane? Scroll down. Open picture. Okay, hang on. Oh, someone else suggested it. I just suggested $1 million for each. Okay, so let me pop you out of here so we can go screenshot. Okay, that's the ticket Jean bought, and she says that if she wins, everybody on that wheel is going to be a winner too. So we all pulled together, we all commented about Jean, and then Jean won on the wheel. So if everybody thinks about Jean and the Mega Millions and cross our fingers that we win, wouldn't that be just so nice? I could have tons of giveaways, you guys. I would get a new house and say, everybody, we're in a new house. Let's have a house giveaway party, you know, crafty party. But, put me on that wheel. Yes, actually, I will show you guys. Hold on one second. I'm going to try and turn that up so you can see. As long as I don't adjust it or anything, for whatever reason, Wheel of Names, it saves. So yeah, Tracy, Maureen, Karen, Pam, Jean, which is funny. Wait, no, is that right? Jean, maybe it put her back in there after. Nope, because Bonnie's not on there. Yep, there's Bonnie B. Never mind. Amy, Gloria, Willows, Carmen. I feel like that's not the right one. But that's the one I use all the time. Yeah, that's it. And I can go back and look at the live too and make sure that everybody's on there that's supposed to be on there. That is, yeah, you're right, because Shay's not on there. So why did it... Yeah, that's not it. Arizona. Jeez. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's not it. So what I will go do is rewatch my video and redo the wheel. Because I called him out a couple of times. Wonder why any other time it doesn't change it. Sorry about that. Wonder if there is a way I can save it. Results. More. Oh yeah, look, there's the save button. I'll have to save it next. Ooh, there's an account? I don't have an account. Look at that. Well, hot doggy. I will have to do that. Ha 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 ha. For next time. 1 hour and 56 minutes. Woo. Right, Daisy. Daisy says, I'm pulling for y'all on the wheel or not. It's so fun to watch people win. Yeah. She didn't win on yesterday. It was the day before. Donna Lang says, that's the wrong wheel because I'm missing. Diane of Oz said that live was like 4 a.m. Holy shmokas. Sorry. Oh, Pam says, I would rent out a cruise ship. I would help. I would totally pitch in for a cruise ship, crafty, relaxing adventure. But again, just put our thoughts in for Miss Jean and see if we can't turn her winning streak. Even if she wins a little bit, you know, that's still really cool. All right. Well, I do appreciate everybody for popping in. And again, I'll post these, and I have to finish up these cards and get those posted on Facebook and Instagrammy in our Chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends Facebook page. Woohoo! So excited. They're turning out so good. I love this background. It almost looks like Starry Night by accident because where little things, little Dusty's was in the paper. But, all right. Good night. Good luck. If anybody else out there bought a ticket and they're hoarding it, that's all right. We wish you luck too. And we will see you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And then Linda Tomaine Creates will be on at 9 p.m. And I'll share her link tomorrow during the live. So we'll see you tomorrow. Night, everyone. And thank you, Mary. Thank you for stopping in. Nope. Yes.